Hi everybody, it's me Jill and welcome to Jill Informed. This is the recap of The Real Housewives of New York City, Season 12, Episode 13, Not Feeling Giovanni. Alrighty, you guys, I am so excited because the next time I recap, my hair is going to be done. Finally. I have an appointment with Celia. I cannot wait. I have not seen her since the end of February. It has been a long time. My hair, okay, full disclosure, you guys know I used to do hair for a living. So, I went to beauty school. I know how to do hair. And I have been in quarantine coloring, doing my roots. So the grays have been covered, but I have not gotten a haircut since February, and maybe not even then. I get my hair cut like every third time I go, so I'm not even sure when my last haircut was. But yeah, haven't had a haircut. And the, she does like a melt or a balayage. I can't remember what she did last time, but it's like, this is where my blonde starts. So, yeah. It's bad. You guys are so nice to me about my hair. Honestly, so nice to me about my hair. I really appreciate it. You are very, very complimentary and kind, but I cannot wait to get it done. So I'm getting it done next week. Should be before I film next week's shows, and yeah, thrilled. Anyway, we are headed to the Berkshires. So I can't wait. I have not watched the episode yet. I'm going to be watching as I recap. Let's get started. This episode opens with Dorinda at Bluestone Manor, and she is calling all the women to invite them to come. Only she gets the voicemail of every single one of them. And she's like, I'm a loser. Yeah, because why don't you just text them like a normal human being? Who calls? Don't call people. All right, next we are at Sonia's apartment, and Elyse comes over, and they're sitting on the couch to kind of rehash the Halloween party that Luann had. Sonia's like, yeah, I knew it was going to be bad, and I started drinking vodka sodas or something, whatever. Elyse tells Sonia that at one point after Dorinda kind of was getting on Ramona, well, everybody was getting on Ramona at that party, telling her she doesn't support other women, that kind of thing, that she heard that Ramona was really upset, and Elyse went to go talk to her, and Ramona told her, you can't sit here. This is just for my friends. And Elyse goes, and I'm not your friend? In her confessional, she goes, well, guess what? Now I'm not. Ramona, what is with you? Why can't you recognize somebody who's on your side? Oh, Elyse is telling all kinds of stories. There was a time that Ramona was over at her house and she had a cover up over her bathing suit. And then Elyse's husband came home and Ramona takes off the cover and she's just sitting there, boobs out in a sexy bathing suit. And then Elyse's husband made a move like this or something. And Ramona goes, oh, do you need me to massage that? And she gets up and starts massaging Elyse's husband. It's so funny. But Elyse goes, could you imagine if I did that to her? It would be a whole different story. The next scene is Ramona, Luann, and Leah, and they're shopping, and they're talking about what happened the night before at Luann's Halloween party. So Luann says to Ramona, what do you think happened last night? And Ramona goes, well, I thought about it, and I really like having Dorinda in my life. But I just think she's really mourning the death of her husband. She went right to John. I don't think she's ever mourned his death before. She's mad at Richard for dying. He never should have died. Luann goes, no, I think you just rub her the wrong way. And she goes, no, I just think she's in a lot of pain. And Leah goes, yeah, no, I think she's upset about the Larry Scott thing. Luann goes, yeah, they thought that you brought them there to get a picture and then you'd get the party for free. And Ramona goes, well, that's just ridiculous. I don't know what it is. Maybe they're just jealous because no one's throwing them a party, or maybe they're jealous because they don't have 50 friends. I'm very fortunate and blessed. Okay, so the first to arrive at Bluestone Manor is Leah and Sonia. They got their room assignments. Sonia is in Hannah's room, which is a big room, and it's pink and it's very pretty. And that was the room that Bethany had stayed in before. So now Sonia gets the honors. And Leah is in the Moroccan room, which I believe was Tinsley's room. Next, Luann and Ramona arrive. And Ramona has brought flowers for Dorinda because I'm not mad at her. I want to make peace with her because I know she's not mad at me. She's just going through something in life. You know, she just feels like life cheated her. You know what? That's it. Life cheated her. There is something so very endearing and very, very Ramona about Ramona refusing to believe that someone could actually be mad at her or that her actions could be to blame for something. Nope. They must be going through something. You know I would not want her any other way, right? Okay, so they get their room assignments and Luann is in the fish room. But alas, it is not the ugly fish room of the past where the walls were green and the bedspread was blue and it looked like a 12-year-old boy's room from circa 1974 maybe. I mean, it wasn't hideous, but I didn't care for the color scheme and it was icky. So this has nice new wallpaper and everything, but she did put a shark in her bed. Ha ha. And then Ramona's room also had a big stuffed fish in her bed. I don't remember what the reasoning was behind that. Maybe because she also refused to stay in the fish room. I don't know. Okay, so now the ladies are downstairs having some wine, and Leah said to Luann, did you see what Elyse posted? And she goes, no. And she shows it. It's her Instagram post, and it said, it's all fun and games until someone pisses me off. And there is a gorgeous picture of Elyse. I'm going to show you guys right now. She looks like a Bond villain. Oh my God. I don't know what it is, if it's the look on her face, but with the hair and her eyes and pale skin, I don't know. I love how she looks here. So Luann goes, oh, I think I know what it's about. Ramona. And then she turns to Dorinda and she goes, didn't you tell me that she blocked Ramona from social media? And Dorinda goes, no, Ramona blocked her. She called me and told me Ramona blocked me. They're whispering as, this was weird, you guys. She asked Dorinda, do you mind, I'm so chilly, do you mind if I open up my suitcase and get a sweater out? And I'm thinking, why would Dorinda care? And it's because her suitcase is in the middle of like the hallway or the foyer in the front. And she goes, oh, it's going to look all sloppy there. And she goes, I don't care. Do what you want. Is Ramona waiting for somebody to carry her suitcase up? Because prior to this, I didn't mention it, but Dorinda gave Len, her housekeeper, a pep talk about not catering to the women's every whim. So, I mean, I'm very, very curious why she had to keep her suitcase down there in the hall, but in any case, she's busy doing that. The camera keeps panning to Sonia, who's outside napping, so she's not part of this conversation either. Oh, and they're just about to sit down to have some dinner, and Elyse shows up. Yeah, in Luann's confessional, she said, Dorinda knew exactly what she was doing, inviting Elyse. She knew those two didn't like each other. It's just one more pawn in the game of chess. Dorinda shows Elyse to her room, and she quietly whispers, "Are you going to bring up anything to Ramona?" And she's like, "Well, I was hurt by her." I mean, she is trying very hard to stir the pot. She wants Elyse to bring something up. She wants the drama. Personally, if I had just spent whatever amount of money Dorinda just spent to redo her home there, I would not want to invite drama into my home. But Dorinda is braver than I am. She clearly wants to start something. She wants Elyse to start something. And Elyse is onto her, too. She knows that Dorinda is, wanting to start trouble. Side note, Elise's new confessional, where clearly, they're doing them at home themselves through Zoom or whatever, is really stunning. I feel like it is set up the way like a photographer would set up a shot, with the table behind her, the beautiful flowers, the doorway. Like it's just, the shot is just framed perfectly. Elyse looks great, pretty dress, her hair looks pretty. Lighting, sound, great. Another side note, it just occurs to me that I kind of like Elyse. I got so totally used to the fact that she was going to be in every single episode. She doesn't hold an apple at the beginning of the show, but she is every bit in this as anybody else. I'm probably even happier that she's there now that Tinsley is not. I wonder what it would be like with some new ladies. If the OGs would, I don't know, if it would light a fire under them maybe a little bit. I can't even believe that I'm saying this, but like bring Barbara back. Elyse, Barbara, maybe one other new person we never met. And then with Leah, that would be 4 fairly new women, fairly sane women, to counterbalance the Luanns, the Ramonas, the Dorindas, the Sonias, I think I would like that. I know Barbara was a little too boring, a little too nice, but I don't know. I think if the dynamic was different, it might work with her. So now all the ladies are in the kitchen standing around the island, and they're talking, they're mid-conversation. Something about they were all out together and someone left with a young guy, and Luann goes, "Well, you remember, you were there." And Dorinda says to Elyse, "Oh, that was the night you were disinvited by Ramona." Yeah. Silence. Sonia goes, "What happened?" And Elyse goes, "Yeah, thank you for that. It was the night you all went to Omar's after the haunted house, and I was told I couldn't come." Sonia goes, "But I invited you." And Leah goes, "Wait, why were you not invited?" Ramona goes, "Well, actually, I don't think you were originally invited." And Elyse goes, "Well, Sonia invited me, and why wouldn't you invite me?" Well, Ramona doesn't really have an answer to that, and so she said, I would rather have this conversation privately. And Elyse said, "If you want to have the conversation privately, we could have it privately." Sonia, "No, have it right here." They end up going in the other room. Leah is saying in her confessional, Ramona is trying to gaslight Elyse, and she did it to me a month ago when we were in Newport, and I'm not going to let that happen. So all the ladies follow them into the room because they want to be there when she is talking to Elyse, because I think they think that Ramona is going to spin it a certain way and make Elyse feel bad, and they want to have Elyse's back. So finally Ramona's like, "Oh, fine, everybody, you can be in the room." This is funny. Ramona is trying to tell Elyse that when she has a problem with someone, I talk directly to them. I don't go to everybody else. That's why I like to be one-on-one. I don't like this la 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 talking to everybody. That's why I'm a little disappointed in you. And Elyse goes, "Oh, that is total bull, Ramona, because you come to me about other women." Yes. So funny. Dorinda's confessional, she goes, "I have to admit I'm happy to see Ramona squirm a little bit." Oh, Oh, geez. Now she's mocking Elyse. Elyse said to her, how come at the Halloween party, when I asked you what kind of a friend I am to you, you couldn't even tell me? You don't think I'm a good friend to you? And she goes, I was in the middle of something major with Dorinda. And you come up, oh, I need attention. I'm sorry I can't make you comfortable with my friends. Here, have my friends. Very, very strange. I mean, everyone's kind of like, what? Ramona finally says, I'm not doing this in front of everybody. She leaves and Elyse goes with her. They're kind of having a talk in the other room now. And meanwhile, the other four ladies are sitting in the original room. And Luann feels like she needs to say something to Dorinda because Dorinda went too far, right? Dorinda got a little crazy. And so she said, listen, Dorinda, and I'm going to tell you this because I love you. And Dorinda goes, be careful. And Dorinda goes, thank you, Leah, exactly. And Leah's like, oh, wait, no. I'm not saying that because I'm agreeing with you. Sonia's sitting next to Leah and Sonia goes, what was that? And Leah goes, I went like that. And she thought I was like defending her, but no, it's because you can't say anything to Dorinda's face if she doesn't like it. Then it's like that threat, you know, be careful what you say or you incur the wrath of Dorinda. And we all know what she did to Tinsley. All right, things get so crazy. All the ladies are back in the same room and they're all talking at once and Ramona's trying to talk and someone said, okay, then let Ramona talk. And everyone got quiet and Ramona said, well, I forgot what I was going to say. And then everyone started laughing and somehow that broke the ice and Ramona went over to the couch that Dorinda was on and sat on her lap, and the two of them were just, you know, face to face and laughing and smiling. And then Elyse, I was feeling bad for Elyse at that point because, you know, Dorinda stirred this pot, and then Dorinda's okay with her and is leaving Elyse feeling bad. So Elyse goes over and said, am I your good friend too, Ramona? And she said, yeah, you are. You're one of my good friends. I'm sorry if I made you feel like I didn't think that you were. And they kind of hugged and she goes, okay, now I'm going to sit on your lap because Dorinda got to sit on your lap. And Elyse goes to sit on Ramona's lap. And Ramona's like, okay, you're a little heavy though. Elyse, am I a little heavy? Well, no, yeah, little. How do you have 50 friends, Ramona? 50 good friends. Ramona thinks she has 50 close friends. Yeah. You know, sadly, I wonder if Ramona has even one close friend. Now Ramona and Dorinda are having a conversation about men, and Ramona thinks they're intimidated by them because they're financially independent. Dorinda said, that's BS. A strong man won't care. He would laugh at that. And she goes, no, I think that's true. And somehow they got to talking about that Joe Farrell party in the Hamptons that Ramona invited them to. And Dorinda's like, that was ridiculous, that party. And she goes, well, I don't think that's true. Then in her confessional, she goes, I met two very eligible men there. So I don't know what Dorinda's talking about. And they sort of met my criteria. Sort of. Well, now everyone's getting a little bit drunk. No one wants to go out to dinner. They're talking about ordering pizza or Chinese food. Leah's gone to get her pajamas on. Sonia loves her ass. And now Luann and Sonia are standing up like in front of the fireplace as the other ladies are sitting in the couches. And Luann is talking about Sonia is doing my show with me. And the topic gets around to she doesn't pay her, I guess. Luann does not pay Sonia to be in the show. And she said, I want her in the show because I love her. And Dorinda said, yeah, but you should pay her too. And Ramona's like, yeah, pay her $5,000, something like that. And Sonia replies, she wants to exploit me. And this takes a turn because then Luann looks at her and says, exploit you? I don't need you. Go f*** yourself. And sits down. So Dorinda's like, don't you have to pay her? And she goes, I do pay her. I guess Sonia said she paid her $240 or something like that. I don't know. And Ramona goes, you only pay her $200? And Luann goes, I have Broadway actors in the show. Both of them scream, I am a Broadway actor. And she's like, you are not a Broadway actor, Sonia. Okay, and then in Lou's confessional, she said, I'm not going to pay Sonia more than a Broadway actor to take off her dress in my show. Here's the thing. I get what you're saying, but if Sonia being in your show and taking off her dress is selling tickets to your show, or at least helping to sell tickets to your show, then you got to pay her more. 100%. Well, now is Luann drunk, you guys? She might be. I don't want to say that, but I think she's been drinking, right? Hasn't she been drinking wine? Those of you who watched the episode. She's turned a little bit because now she leaves the room, then she comes back in and she's like, you're my friend and I love you, but I don't need you in my show. I don't know. And Sonia said, I didn't make you feel bad. And she goes, you did. And I don't want you in my show. How about that? You're done. I don't want you. And now she leaves. And Sonia said, she does want me in her show. She is sitting right next to Ramona. So maybe some of Ramona's delusion has seeped into Sonia's pores now. Oh. No, I was wrong. It didn't rub off on Sonia because now Sonia's crying. You guys, have we ever seen Sonia cry like this? Like that when her feelings are hurt? I don't know, but I'm feeling really, really bad. All the ladies, well, I think Ramona went after Luann. Dorinda and Leah and Elyse are comforting Sonia now. Okay, Sonia is crying because she loves Luann. Luann is going off the rails. I'm a cabaret star, not her. I did it because I was trying to do her a favor, and she thinks she's gonna be the cabaret star. Well, she's got another thing coming. Whoa, hold up. Time out, Lou. I don't think that Sonia thought that she was the star of the show. I also don't think anyone's trying to take your cabaret show away from you. Okay? Oh my God. Okay, Dorinda. It's like she was normal and now she's super, super drunk. She's comforting her. She goes, no, you're a warrior, Sonia. Do you want me to go defend you? Do you want me to do that? I will. Are you weak? Are you weak, Sonia? And Sonia goes, I'm not weak. I told her. Whatever. And then she's like, I'm going to go talk to her then. So she goes storming off and Leah is like, she's almost laughing, except nobody else is laughing right now. I think she needs somebody like a Bethany there or a Carol, like somebody who she could look at and go, holy crap, these ladies are insane. But there's nobody there for her. So she just kind of makes this face. And in her confessional, she said, I know that Dorinda is like a white witch, but there is a darkness in her. And, it is coming out right now. Dorinda's speech to Luann, the interesting part about this is that nobody's going to remember any of it because everybody had too much to drink and the food has not arrived yet. Not even sure they ordered it. But, oh God, it is 6 o'clock right now. And ever since they mentioned Chinese food, I am in such a mood for it. Anyway, that was a little side note. So the interesting part about this is that they are all so drunk that nobody is going to remember all these words of wisdom. But Dorinda is coming after Lou now. How dare you? That was weak. She's weak, and you know that. And you came at her. She was a friend. She stood by your side in your journey of sobriety. Well, that worked wonders because now Luann storms back into the room that Sonia's in and tells her, "You're worthless and you're never going to be in one of my shows again." Good job, Dorinda. But also, right after she says that, look at Leah's face. This has pretty much been Leah's face the entire evening. Oh my God, and that is a to be continued. All right, you guys, next week, another Berkshires episode. I like when it's in the Berkshires. I really do. I think they add a little extra something. Maybe it's the fact that all the women are kind of trapped in the same place together and they can't really leave, or at least not easily. Anyway, next week, I hope you guys join me. Please give this episode a like if you did. If you haven't yet subscribed to Jill Informed, please click on the subscribe button. Click on the bell icon if you would like notifications every time I have a new post. And as always, don't forget to leave a comment. I want to know what you think of the episode. All right, thank you guys. I will be back next week with the next episode of The Real Housewives of New York City. I hope you join me. Oh, wash your hands, wear a mask. Bye.